Jake Paul needs to fire his advisors. You don't mess around with things like this.
Please just stop it. It's ridiculous.
He's crazy. You know, on the PlayStation games where he used to hit people and disappear? He can disintegrate Jake Paul, honest to God.
This is just different. Yeah. And I still can't get my head around it.
It's a car crash. And people are tuning in to see the car crash.
I phoned AJ, I said, do you know, like, this is going to happen? And he's like, yeah. and we.
What did he say, Ed?
He was like, really? I was like, yeah. And we couldn't understand the catch. I mean, we started.
Like all of us. We're trying to find the catch.
We started to think to ourselves, is he any good, this guy? Like, maybe he's really good. Or maybe, it's something we don't know.
What are we missing?
Why? We understand that the money, Jake Paul's making a fortune.
Yeah.
Jake Paul's getting unbelievable credibility from fight fans that have always said you've never fought anyone of note.
Absolutely.
But this is unbelievably risky.
I don't even know what to say. I just have no words. Did Jake Paul not watch the Ngannou fight?
But in fact, I didn't feel the punch. I think that's what the knockout is about. That's how I know I was knocked out.
I'm not saying he shouldn't take the fight. I just feel like he needs to weigh the outcomes. Like, let's say, I don't know what, the 50 mil, and then my health, cars and watches, can't say my name. Like, is it worth it? And if he wants to fight Anthony Joshua, then, do you know what I mean? It's not my life. Like, I'll do it. But like, me personally, because obviously you asked me this question, otherwise I wouldn't have gave my opinion because it's irrelevant. Me personally, if I was Jake Paul's brother, I'd be very worried.
AJ versus Jake Paul, please just stop it. It's ridiculous. You don't go from Gervonta Davis to AJ in the space of 2 weeks. Whoever's thinking about doing this, I don't believe it until I've seen the 10-ounce gloves on. And if Anthony Joshua does stick 10-ounce gloves on and Jake Paul is the opponent in the other corner, it ends whenever Anthony Joshua wants.
We're keeping it absolutely real. AJ should splat him. Well, he will splat him. I'm not sure he will. He's dangerous. But listen, we're in 2025. Danger and money. Evil Knievel, back in the day, shot himself out of a rocket, blew himself to bits for money. Do you know what I mean? This is just a fight.
Were you surprised that AJ's taking this fight?
I was shocked, more than shocked. No, not shocked at AJ taking it. I was shocked at Jake Paul taking it. He's crazy. He's crazy because I know AJ, I know him well. And listen, AJ is a man that's been disrespected a lot by the boxing world, by the public in general, actually, for what he's done. If I was him, I'd take every bit of anger out on that, on Jake Paul. Because everyone in the world's going to see it. And I think it'll let people know, you know what? Keep my name out of your mouth. And if you're not, make sure you talk about me nice.
You know boxing, Frank. You've been in the game for, what, half a century? I mean, is this dangerous?
Yeah, it is dangerous. It's dangerous for Jake, in as much that, you know, as I said, that he's in with somebody who's got vast experience, and he hasn't got amateur experience. What's he had, about 10, 12 fights, and I think half of them were against, you know, YouTubers, or whatever you want to call them. But he's lived the life of a fighter, as I say, he steps up. But I tell you, it's more dangerous for is AJ. If AJ gets caught or he looks bad, he's done.
Come on, Jake Paul isn't going to catch AJ and hurt him, surely,
Well, I
Frank?
don't think so, but I've got to tell you something. I'm not, you know, I don't think that's going to be the case, and if it does happen, then he is finished. But you know, he's been a bit on his chin. He's been a bit vulnerable, very vulnerable in his last few fights. I've always felt he is vulnerable. I'm not talking after time, but it's been shown. So has Jake got the ring savvy? Has he got the experience to do it? I don't particularly think so. I mean, AJ going is a massive favourite, but you never know.
The amount of money that AJ demands when he gets in the ring, because of his profile, there's only a certain amount of opponents that he can realistically get in with, and Jake Paul's as big as a profile as anyone, probably bigger than most of them, so I expect it to happen. I don't know if it goes past the second round, and if it does, I think there'll be even bigger question mark.
I would be flabbergasted if Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul actually materialises. Is it a good thing for boxing? I mean, potentially it's going to be a blockbuster. There's going to be eyeballs on it. That boxing, you know, it's a completely different audience than boxing fans. in terms of AJ's legacy, if he loses, it massively hinders his legacy. But I would also be very shocked if Anthony Joshua, if it's an exhibition, it's a different story. But if it's a proper fight with 10-ounce gloves on, over 10 rounds, 10 3-minute rounds, I just cannot see how Jake Paul will survive.
I believe that Jake Paul AJ is a good fight. I actually think it's great for boxing. I think AJ's legacy is already cemented. Nothing can throw it off. Obviously, God forbid, I doubt it would happen, but the most unexpected thing is if Jake was to knock out AJ. But even if that was to happen, I don't think it destroys AJ's legacy. He cemented it when he won an Olympic gold medal. He cemented it when he knocked out Vladimir Klitschko. And he's always been a brave warrior that boxing will forever remember and cherish and love when he finally packs it away.
It's good for AJ's bank account and Jake Paul's bank account, but for boxing, I don't know if it's really good or not. Obviously, again, it's going to bring a big crowd, new audience to boxing, but whether it's good for his legacy, I really don't think it is. I think people would rather see him fight Fury or some other big heavyweight names.
I haven't told anyone this. We were going to fight an 8-rounder against a guy called Cassius Chaney, who's a decent heavyweight.
He's talked about it, Cassius, yeah.
And we agreed with him to do the fight. We were going to rock up, no press conference, no weigh-in, and on the night, Turkey Al Sheikh was going to go, oh, by the way, we also have a guest, I swear, and AJ was going to open the car.
That's unbelievable.
And he was going to go and do an 8-rounder.
So Eubank senior moment.
And he just said, would you be interested in fighting a Saudi? I'm like, versus who? You know, he goes, AJ. I said, oh, yeah. Like, no doubt. Like, let's go, you know, like. So I was, you know, I was excited, but to be honest with you, as the fight got closer, I started to feel a little bit like something don't feel right. You know what I mean? Like, they don't feel right. Like, we don't have flights yet. We don't know when we're leaving. You know what I mean? Little stuff like that was kind of bothering me a little bit. And that day, Wednesday, it was Wednesday, I believe. That day we got the call like, yo, you know, they going in a different direction. And, you know, it sucked.
Did you know that different direction was Jake Paul?
No, I didn't. But I wasn't surprised either, you know what I mean? Because, you know, Jake Paul, listen, you know, all these guys, they businessmen.
When I put it into comparison,
yeah,
AJ was going to fight an 8-rounder against Cassius Chaney for a 40th of what he's getting to fight Jake Paul.
Cash. But by all accounts, you land one punch, it's going to be over, surely.
People are paid to watch it. It's a car crash, isn't it?
Pocket full of money. It's all about the moolah, and I'm going to tell you that's the thought behind this fight. And not just the moolah. This is a chance to be. He's already a global superstar. Popularity will go through the roof again. So this fight's about money. Make no mistake about it. It does nothing for his legacy.
Your kids can't eat legacy. So, yeah. If you're talking about getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars to fight a YouTuber, why not? Just why not?